Cal, we're into the midway point in June now. Things coming around thick and fast. Obviously, we'll have pre-season starting very soon, and the fixtures come out and things like that as we start to head towards a brand new season. You've made some new additions in the off-season. How have you found that business so far?
Yeah, really pleased. We were really clear about targets that we wanted to bring to the football club, and we've got them. Really, that's the reality. I think the 4 new additions, obviously Charlie Caton, Elliot Whitehouse, and then Joel Taylor, Zach Goodson, we've got to be really pleased with our business so far. I think the strongest position we're in, and certainly the strongest the football club have been in for a period of time, is what we've been able to retain. We had a team that finished 3rd last season, to have been able to retain a real quality squad and core part to that is really, really pleasing. It's not easy seeing players move on and having to have those difficult conversations, particularly when it's players that did so well for the football club and were a really important part of an impressive group, but we always want to improve. So delighted pre-holiday to have been able to retain what we retained, and like I say, that core talented group that achieved a 3rd place finish, and then that targeted recruitment, obviously bring Elliot and Charlie back but on a permanent basis feels massive. And then I think Joel Taylor, it speaks for itself, the type of signing that he is, and Zach Goodson, someone that I'm really excited about as well, someone that I had an interest in previously, and feel he really offers some quality. So got to be delighted. Nothing to complain about so far around the players in retention and the players brought to the club. So very, very pleased with our business to this point.
As you say, you're in a strong position in terms of your squad, 19 men at the minute. In terms of, the middle of June, a couple of weeks till the lads come back in for training, first friendly I think in 4 weeks or so, you must be pleased with the position you're in right now.
Yeah, like I say, the biggest thing for me is around retention. That is a reflection on the season that we had last season. It's a reflection on the quality that was already in the building, and equally reflects on how proactive we were during the season, and with some lads that were on slightly longer deals. So to have Deck Weeks, Harrison Burke, George Glendon all tied up for the season ahead, to have had a number of options in players' deals that we were able to take up. And the way I look at it is that was a younger squad last year that have aged together over the last 12 months and will be better for that experience. So I reflect, and I said it a lot last season, didn't I, about the position that we found ourselves in last summer. Really pleased with the starting point of the squad, really pleased with the additions. Numbers wise, you can see that look, there's different pathways for everyone and everyone within that group. So that 19-man squad, how do we add to that? Yes, that includes one of the academy graduates. We hope to add more of those young players that come through the academy whose immediate pathway isn't necessarily to impact the 11 on a pitch. It's more about the next stage of their development, so those numbers will grow. And also I know what I want to add to that squad of 19 that you referenced to improve it even further.
As you say, 19 at the minute. I'm sure the question on everyone's lips is, when will 20 be? When will there be a 21? What's the situation with incomings in the near future?
Want to add 2 more. When I say senior players, I mean there's probably 5 more to do. 2 with a real view to the first team. The other 3 that might be pitched at academy graduates and players out the youth team, and ultimately providing pathways. So I want to do 2 more first team players. I know the positions, I know one of them, and one we've identified a position where we feel we can add to the group. What I'm really clear on is we will have a smaller squad, and I think that's how to get real quality in the every club has their budget. Ours has been unbelievably backed by our supporters again, just as they did the season before and the season before. That's really exciting, and that allows us to be as competitive as we can be. But to get bang for our buck, my belief is that for every £1 we spend, we need to get £2 of value. That's how to double your playing budget. So for us to do that, we will run with a smaller squad, a smaller first team squad, a real tightly knit group. The way we did last season, probably slightly smaller this year. The challenge and where the pressure comes is keeping those players fit to get them out on the pitch. So those 2 positions that we had to, like I said, one identified and one in the process of, we've got some options, really comes down to boost the budget and what the that final figure ends up being, as to whether are we able to go and get our gold targets, as we call them, our gold, our silver, our bronze. If we can go and secure those 2 gold targets, that'll be us done in terms of our squad, until we need to do something further down the line, the way we did last season. If Boost the Budget surpasses that total, then yeah, we're really in a place where we feel we can improve the squad even more significantly than perhaps we already have. So it'll be quiet for the next 7 to 10 days while we really boost the budget total and put everything we can into that. And from me, from the club, from everyone involved, thanks for the support for that so far, because it's been enormous. If that continues to grow at the rate it is and hits that target and then potentially surpasses that target, we'll be able to add those 2 additions, who are both exciting. If you're clever and you like second guessing, maybe you'll work the positions out yourself, but let's see where that fundraising initiative takes us, and if it takes us to the target and beyond, then yeah, there's certainly 2 more to add ahead of an exciting season.